Hey Ben,
Hi, how are you?
good. Lucas will be on in a second.
Not a worry.
How you been now that you're getting your feet under the desk after the holiday?
Yeah, it's good. Things are moving along, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're like, what holiday?
Yeah. Well, the first week was, I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit tough to kind of like just get reassociated with everything, but we ended up we're in a good spot now. This week back to routines, which is always very helpful.
Do you know what? Like, I think that's been a big thing with everyone this year. I've heard that a lot with like just every top executive when they've gone away. It's been like 10 times harder this time to get back in.
Yeah.
I don't want to go and tell them that we're looking at getting uniforms because she'll be ringing me the whole time.
Oh. Wait.
Sorry, Ben.
No, that's okay. I was like, I'm hearing stuff about uniforms.
We're organising.
Yeah, we don't want
staff today.
We don't want it.
We're changing supplier because the last one stuffed us around, but they're local to us and we want to have a look at the shirts, but we don't want them to know we want to buy more shirts because they'll be harassing me.
Yeah, I gotcha. Very good. And Brianna, you mentioned Lucas is hopping on here shortly.
Yeah, he is. He's just he's having problems with it. He reckons that the host
needs to be sending the link up because I get an old link.
okay.
Ben, I know we just spoke last night. I'll just kind of get stuck in it. It might just be you two today. So is there anything that you wanted to cover today? Any major questions?
No, mine. I sent you that message this morning about where we're meant to be putting this accountability stuff, but you've replied to me with that, so I know that now. I'll do that all on the weekend.
Yeah, that sounds good. Is there you're waiting on stock and what? We kind of had a bit of a chat about that yesterday, so I won't dive in too much on that.
Me and Beck had a chat about it last night. I think what we'll do is turn everything off for a month or two, go through, finish doing the course, and then wait until we got some more stock and then hit the ground running. Yeah,
that's good because you ordered another 1,000 units, 500 in the air, 500 in the water.
Yeah, we're also ordering 6,000 driver bits, pencils, some other shit as well. So.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, okay.
All little add-ons.
Are you testing those before you buy a big batch of them?
Yeah, I got samples on the way. We've previously got samples off them. I just give them to the builders that I deal with and say, tell me if these are any good or not. So. Yeah,
okay.
It's as good a test as we can do.
Yeah, well, what I mean by that is like when you get new products in, rather than buying like 1,000 of them getting to you and then you start advertising them, they don't sell. Get like the photos, videos of them, start trying to advertise them to see if they actually do something. Then you aren't spending a bunch of money on something that maybe isn't going to sell. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I've never even thought of doing that. They've got a minimum order of 2,000 of each type. So we've ordered 3 different types, 2,000 of each. I haven't paid for any of them yet. But that's a great idea. Advertise it and see if we can move a few and say, look at this.
Yeah. So
sorry, we sold out.
That's exactly it. Yeah. So what we did, we actually are in the process of product development with a brand that we created. It's called Nut Ninja, and it's actually a hair removal cream for men downstairs. Yep. And basically what we did is we didn't even have the ability to create that product yet, but we just wanted to see if there was a need in the marketplace. We did a lot of looking up to see if it was something that people were searching for, and it was. So what we did is we actually put it up advertising for, well, it ended up only being 7 days. We got 10 sales in 7 days, straight from TikTok, and we didn't even have the product created yet, but we had the website and the advertising content. So within that, we had 10 sales and a ton of traffic. So we kind of went, the product's there. So we just sent a message to those people that made a purchase, refunded them the money, and actually gave them a discount on the next purchase when it actually comes into stock. And we just said, hey, sorry, it's out of stock. We wrote a very creative way of doing that, but yeah, that's a good one. Something that Brianna mentioned or just said there was pre-order, and that is another way of doing it. Is you can we do it with our wholesalers a lot of the time for the e-com brands. Is we indent wholesale, and basically we'll pre-order with all of the wholesalers first to see how many they're purchasing. And a lot of times what happens is you can basically double order whatever the wholesalers have needed or wanted. And after that, they've actually like given you the money, you can order your stock as well for free, which is indent wholesaling. So you're essentially leveraging that monies that's coming in from the wholesalers or your stockists, so to speak. Order your stock on top of that because you have a 50% margin, and you basically break even the day that stuff lands. And you can send all that stuff to the wholesalers, but also you've got stock to move yourself. So that's a little bit maybe later on down the track for you, Ben, when you're doing that stuff. But
yeah, that's a great idea. It's a great idea. I don't know. It's a funny thing. Like drill driver bits, they're everywhere. Everyone does them. So I don't think it's something that people would actively pre-order. I think it's more of an add-on to the Bit Buddy itself. So that's the way we were looking at it. If you're selling them Bit Buddy for 25 and you sell 10 bits for $20, it's a add-on rather than, I don't know if an ad will work for it, but we can try it. I'm happy to try it.
Yeah, well, even if you get a few, and just depends on the kind of content you do with them, but usually you can get samples, and then those samples can act as your video content. And then you just basically try and sell it and see what it does. It's one way of doing it. Some business owners don't like doing that, but at the end of the day, if you can make sure something works in the marketplace prior to actually selling it or buying a huge stock order of it, it's much more efficient.
Did you have any kickback with the Nut Ninja ones not going through? Was there many people got the shits or not really?
Not even one. No. So what we did is we wrote a very crafty. It was like sometimes like ninjas operate from the darkness, and we like made this fun little thing that we sent to them, and we said, look, we can either give you a full refund, or we'll give you double the product when it arrives, and we keep the money. Or it was a 50, like we'll keep 50%, send you the order still when it comes in. And that people actually took the 50% option, which was interesting. So yeah, you might get people that are upset, but the thing is, it's like you're almost creating a FOMO effect with that product, because you've just said, hey, sorry, we just made a mistake on stock. We're going to give you a really exclusive discount because of that. But but at the same time, they also want it even more than if they're told that they can't have it. So there's kind of added benefit to that as well. Anytime that you kind of play those marketing angles, and I've known businesses and brands to do that on purpose, just like they'll literally sell like they have all this stock and then go, sorry, we're all sold out. Makes those people want it more, and then they'll do it a second round, but they have double the customers wanting that product. So then they have huge sell-through. So it's just clever marketing that you can run through with that.
For sure.
Yeah. Just food for thought for you.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have a chat about it and see what we can come up with.
Yeah.
So
awesome. Do you have anything else that you wanted to cover today?
I think I'm pretty good. I don't really have anything else. No.
Cool. Awesome. Nikki, hello. How are you?
Hey, I'm well, thanks. I'm okay, thank you. Sorry I'm late, and I'm actually going to have to leave in a couple of moments because I've got an acupuncture session to try and clear some of this sinus story that I've had going for weeks. Okay. So I'm sorry that I just literally got a cancellation appointment now. but I have had a good week. Online store we've released all new ads since the end of financial year, some new ads, and I've gotten I'm getting more reels because I didn't have any reels before, so I'm doing I'm much more committed to getting the right content that I need. And it's working. I've got videos out there, and I've been getting some nice sales, which has been good, more consistent kind of than it's ever been. And what else can I tell you? I've done 3 out of the 4 EDMs that I promised.
Beautiful.
So that takes me to the end of the month, which I'm really happy about. My goal at the moment is to get out 1 a week at least. And that's better than I've ever done before, So if anything, this course is really creating my accountability in terms of doing stuff. So even socials, I'm posting at least kind of 3-4 times a week on Insta rather than once every 2 weeks. I'm doing that. I've committed to the 1 EDM a week, which, when we had that last call with, I've just forgotten her, Nadia, and she gave us all different kind of statistics to look at. I'm definitely hitting those marks in terms of the click rate, the open rate. The one that I sent a few days ago with the new collection, it didn't actually convert at all. But a lot of people are looking at it. So I don't know whether I don't know what that means. But
is it specifically that email?
Yeah, an EDM that I sent.
Okay. And it's just not converting, is that what you're saying? So a lot of people are opening it, like open rates high?
Yeah, looking at it, clicking on it, but it didn't convert to any sales, the recent one that I've done last Friday. I don't know whether it's just because it's too close to the end of financial year and people are not buying yet, or I'm not sure. But there was definitely interest in it, like I had more than almost 60% click rate, open rate. So yeah, I don't know what to make of that. But I have created 2 or 3 more. So there's 3 altogether out of the 4. So I feel like 1 a week is going to be good. So I'll put them on the group later when I get back from my appointment and get some feedback from you guys. So that's that. And in terms of, I saw you sent through a wholesale strategy. I haven't had a chance yet, but I'll definitely look at that because wholesale is quite a big part of our business. And I've actually got a small trade fair that I'm doing in a couple of weeks' time. So I think that'll help me to just prepare for that too. And that'll be quite an important, because I'll be creating appointments to be seeing a lot of the retailers that I secured from the last trade fair will be for spring and summer orders. So I'm preparing at the moment for that. And that's it. So I feel quite focused. Alon and I got back into school this week. Did all the goals modules, and now we're on the next one. And I've just downloaded the Microsoft. What's it called? I'm learning about that. The Microsoft Clarity, is that what it's called? Or here's Alon.
Yeah. The heat mapping tracking. Hi, Alon.
Hi.
So yeah, I feel quite focused. And yeah, everything's good. That's on my front.
Good. Very good.
Happened for the last few days for Nikki business. We got more and more sales, so we're optimistic, and the rhythm will keep going.
Yeah, activity is going to breed some sales activity, so that's good. Good to hear. How about you, Alon? Things are going well?
Yeah, things are going well. I'm still yet to launch my website. Hopefully it will happen today. Few technical issues that we need to that we solve. Yeah, so all my focus this week was on the website. Sales looking good at the moment. And yeah, I think most of my focus is on the website to make sure that we do the swap and everything works well. So
yeah,
otherwise,
I'm keen to see it. Keen to see it when it's all finished. And did you get your emails done?
So yeah, I didn't. Unfortunately, I was so much with backfire with the website, with things that didn't work well, but yeah, I need to do it. So hopefully this week I can ramp up with this.
Okay, sounds good. If you want more accountability to that, let's put something on the line. And you can let me know what that is on Slack if you want.
Yeah.
If you don't have any if you don't have any like reward or what's the word I'm looking for here? Consequence.
Consequence.
Yeah, like I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No
If you don't have any
dinner for
reward or
2 nights.
consequence. What'd you say, Nikki?
No dinner for 2 nights.
Not a lot to eat. But that's a heavy thing with goal setting as well, that especially in our team, like I work with our team on goal setting weekly, monthly and yearly. And one of the things is that if they do not have any reward or consequence attached to it, they don't get them anything done. And that's why it's so important, especially with the Ivy League stuff, that when you have your structure there, it's like, what's the thing that, why are you doing that? Like, what's the point of doing all of this, running a business? What's the reward? Because a lot of times we get lost, why would I do that? I don't really need to do that. But there is in fact a reward on the backside of it. For example, one of the girls said, hey, I want this particular pair of shoes, the Nike Dunk that she wanted. And we said, okay, well, if you hit this goal in the month, we'll get it for you. And that was that little thing, like it was, $150 pair of shoe, but it was the thing that she needed to like push extra activity, and her efficiency went up 55%. Like you put a reward or a consequence to it. So some people are more rewards based and some people are more consequence based. So another one of our staff, she's more of the consequence side of things. She said, you can't drive to work for an entire week if you don't accomplish this. And we put that on there, and she literally went down to the wire and said, I'll park my car in Ben's garage if I lose this. And that made her complete the target. So it's because she just hated the idea of having to take the bus, like, and that was enough for her to get her moving. So find those things that, and especially Nikki and Alon, you've got support with each other. Ben, you've got a partner as well. Lucas and Brianna, you guys can lean on each other. If you know that thing that partner hates, or the business partner hates, put it on the line. And then that it's like, you got to give me a foot massage for an hour, Alon. You can hold them to it, Nikki.
We'll have a think about it.
Put those things down, and it'd be good. Perfect. Anything else from you two, Nikki, Alon?
No, I'm going to run off now in a second. Maybe Alon's got something. But what was I going to say? The EDMs that I've done. So should I put them on the email marketing channel for some feedback from that team? Yeah.
Yeah. The one that got a lot of open rate and click-through rate, but the product, maybe I want to know if the product was selling. So just go and have a look. Has that particular product that you were pushing to, or range, has it been making sales? If it has, then there's something to do with the email that's the problem. If it hasn't, then it could be the product range that's actually the problem. So just put that as a marker there as well, and we'll get the email girls to look at that email that got a high open rate and high click through.
Yeah. Well, they did. They had a look at it. They had a look at it before I actually sent it and gave me good feedback. Okay. I don't know. Has it been selling? I mean, I've actually been wholesaling that product already for a good 6 months. I just hadn't released it e-commerce yet, and it has been doing well. Also on the marketplace, like on the Iconic, it does quite well since I launched it. It just hasn't, I don't know, something about everyone's, and Alon says it's because of my ads. All my ads are kind of targeted at the moment to our lace collections. Right. So every sale coming through e-commerce has been lace, whereas on my marketplaces, I get sales in all my collections. So maybe that's it. I don't know.
Okay. I might,
It's
let's chat
definitely a
on,
good product though. It's definitely a winner product because it's a remake of an older collection, but just even more improved.
Yeah.
So,
I-
but yeah,
I'd be
I'll put
keen
it
to
up there.
see. Yeah, I'd be keen to see how your customers are interacting from email onto that product page. Just see if it could be something on the product page that they're maybe clicking around, having a look, and then leaving. Just
Yeah.
go and have a peek at that. Is it maybe the price? Is it maybe how the price is displayed? Is it that there's no buy it now button? You can kind of follow the bouncing ball if you squeeze the funnel and just figure out what the heck is the problem here. So,
Okay.
but I'll let you go.
Yeah,
and
I'm
I'll
gonna
jump over to
staying.
reach out on
Hold on.
Slack. I'd be happy to
Okay.
help. All right. See you too. Lucas, Brianna, how are
Alon's still
things
here.
going?
I'm still here.
Oh, Alon's still here. Awesome.
Morning,
Morning.
Lucas. You
How,
got a question, Lucas? Off you go.
Oh yeah, am I muted? Yeah, I am. Yeah. So we have the Inside Awards. We recently participated in that, and I was wondering, like, how can we leverage off of like awards? Because if we win that sort of award, like, what sort of stuff do we get? How do we leverage it and make it worth it, basically?
what was the award and what did you receive it for?
We haven't received.
Do you want me to answer that? Yeah, we haven't received the award. It's basically social innovation. So we haven't received it yet. We're trying to work out where we put our energy, basically, for want of a better word. We sort of missed award season, but we still have some coming up. We're on the 2023 Inside Retail Small Business Leaders list, and there's a gala for that. And we're trying to work out whether we put funds into going to Melbourne to go to the gala. There's just like a lot of awards and things like that are nice to have, but do we make money out of them? And if so, how?
Yeah, it's the way we look at that kind of thing. It's kind of just a social recognition piece after it. So we get contacted all the time as an agency from people being like, hey, do you want to pay for this award? Basically, do you want to pay $3,000 and we'll just give you the award? What it does is it gives you something to talk about and something to, give you reputation in the marketplace. Like even saying, hey, we're in the running for this particular award. There people kind of go, oh wow, like there's 7,000 other businesses that aren't. It's like, what did you guys do that's so special? So it's just a social reputation thing from my perspective. It's the same as like a PR based thing, being on TV, anything that kind of gives you that reputation element. So what I would is it worth putting money into? The way I look at those kind of things is you can apply for those awards or, be in the running for them, but not necessarily need to be at the event to receive them, so to speak. We've had a few customers actually do that where they'll put in for an award, they'll get it, they just won't be there to receive it. Or it's even just an online award where there is no gala. So I think being able to put in for them is fine, just as long as you don't have to put a bunch of money in, because is it really going to, produce something for you? It's a social reputation piece. So that is a valid point. You kind of just have to weigh that up. If I'm in business mindset shoes, I go, I'll apply for it if I don't have to pay for it in any way, shape, or form, unless I've got disposable income and I genuinely believe it's going to make an impact in my business. I just go back to the numbers. Is it going to make sense for my business to go down there? If it's $3,000 for the weekend because you guys got to go fly down and go on and receive the award and maybe you get some social media content for it, great. Is that really going to give you more sales? Is that award going to talk to your customer as well? Those are the things that I kind of like play up to and weigh up, and then make the decision based on that. Making sense? Yes.
Yeah, it does. It's sort of there is a piece, I think a PR piece when we're so early in the market, here, especially the startup market, of making sure that we're being respectful as well. So that's a bit of a concern for me on one of them. Not this inside retail, I just want to go to because you know, I just feel like if we were in the room, like if it was in Perth, we'd definitely be there. If we were in the room, we have the chance to sort of make a bigger impression on Octo Media, and that gives us sort of, you know, further leverage to that. You know, they meet Lucas, they know I can trust him, they can push, you know, more content on him. With the Curtin one, it's more the Minister for Innovation will be there, and like some people that might be important for us with grants later on, and those are starting to become more and more important for us. Like, so there's a real push-pull on this with finite resources. And also I just get super jack annoyed when we have to, you know, put our hand in our pocket, like seriously, for when it's a, you know, social impact award or something like that. You're like, freaking kidding me? The ticket's like $400. Like, it's just insane.
Have you gone through the decision-making matrix?
Yeah, that's the next thing. I think we just wanted to generally, before we put more effort into awards and things like that, that was sort of, because, you know, to prepare for them, you have to be quite prepared. So that will be sort of end of year stuff as well that we'll have to prepare for. So if we're going to aim for some awards, Telstra Under 30, you know, those kind of, right now when Lucas is really young, there's a real opportunity for us to get in and money, like sort of, what's the word? Sort of hype up those awards and get there early and sort of build a reputation quick. I don't know, it's just opportunity cost. So yeah, we're going to have to decision matrix it, that's for sure.
Yeah,
just,
that's a
Plus we're in
perfect
this
use
weird
for that tool.
waiting. Yeah, exactly right. We're in this weird waiting point, Ben, with everything. So yeah, it sucks. Basically, we're trying to stay motivated. It's like, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Oh my god.
Yeah, I hear you.
So,
I hear you.
yeah.
I'm also keen to see how Barbie does. Plastic Pink. Keen to see how
it hasn't been great, actually. We need to do a bit more. I think the market's a little bit flooded. And yeah, so it hasn't been great. Like, we loved it. It was good fun, but it hasn't. The sales haven't been fantastic. They've been okay, but they haven't like shot the lights out.
Did you guys get your emails?
Dragon Scale Green was better. No, Lucas is doing them today. We missed the deadline. Lucas is doing them today. We ended up pulling out to go to a university event yesterday. So, and that generated some good content for us and potentially some good political alignments later. So we had to do a quick decision matrix on that one. And we went that way. So he's got it on his Ivy League today. He does it in sticky notes.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm keen to see them once they're completed. But I'm gonna jump to the next one, guys. So if you have anything else, slack it. Let's keep pushing. Thank you very much for showing up today.
Thanks,
We'll see you on Tuesday next week. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks,
Thank you.